I can't believe you just coerced the Rex of the Cacciatore.
I don't like it any more than you do, but any other way and he wouldn't have let us stand upon his soil.
What I'd do to see this city free of its politics.
Hold on, sir.
What's the matter?
Are you going down into the ruins?
Yes? What's it to you?
A few of us were scouts, and we'd been deeper in the ruins when the Kilgan, the Fae, began attacking.
Well, you made it out alive. Good on you.
Not all of us. One of the scouts, Igoris, hasn't made it out yet. I was hoping...
I'll keep an eye out for him.
Thank you, sir.
For nature people, they have very floofy outfits.
That's true. They have, what, these
You think this
large...
Amadea can help us?
She better. If not, I don't know what other leads we have.
They have these, like, poofy turbans or hoods, and then they have a very long, single, like, jester's tail in the back.
Yeah.
So what are you looking at?
Just the...
Rocks.
Yeah. This is...
And there's
probably...
like texturing on the ground. I like the splatter textures.
Oh, well, absolutely. This is probably one of the prettiest caves I've ever been in a video game. And this.
Oh no, there's a little crab. What's it gonna do?
Crap!
It's gonna blow up. How do we know?
I don't know. There's just something explosive about crafts.
Well, it just always seems like the little ones scuttle at you and go, ah!
That hurt.
Like that's all they're good for, because they can't combat. Or maybe it's because we played Seasons After Fall, where that's all the little crabbies did.
There we go. There's the level up. Which means you can finally have your squirrels.
Squirrels! But it's called Windswarm. A windstorm of squirrels.
Oh, hey, that's my fourth ability. What? Oh,
Well, it's...
because I have Maestro. I forgot. I should probably get Tactician. Let's see. Just want to see if any of these are particularly useful. Master's Dirge, Persevere, and Cicero. Ways of Mass Treasure Restoration. Yeah, I'm interested in seeing which of these are useful. I'm also curious, because none of my abilities seems to cause an elemental tag. I've noticed.
Well, what about your lightning blade? Does it have to...
It activates elemental tags.
Precisely.
But it doesn't place one.
Oh.
It triggers it. Maybe
tags are a default, though. Have you ever looked?
No, because when we were playing as the other Gavar, one of his moves would cause it and the other would trigger it, from what I remember. And it would, like, slow. Well, one way or another, we got your squirrels, so there's probably going to be a decent amount of combat up ahead, too.
Well, we'll stick the
It
squirrels
seems
on
that
them.
this is our ride down.
Tides. It looks unstable.
The best survivalists in all of Umber built this. It should support you. I hope.
Your faith in my weight is touching.
At least it's not a rusty ladder. Come on.
Unfortunately, because it's so hand-drawn, it is not animatable. Which is a bit of a shame. But, I mean, it's just an elevator. Who really cares? Mm-hmm. I do.
Alright. We're gonna get down. This is just the upper tunnels.
You know, I totally actually forgot. We have...
Skill points for him, too.
Oh, interesting. So,
Jeez.
these two have more, so I must have spent something on, No, never mind. Apparently we suddenly have a lot more skill points than I thought. Okay. Well, in that case, we should probably get Tactician.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, which only costs one.
But it also locks out the other choice.
Oh, all of these.
It's an either or.
Yeah, Stoic makes it so he's a solo character. This makes it so my allies do less damage.
Mm-hmm.
I think the choices are clear.
Wait. Your allies do less damage?
Take less damage.
Take less damage. That's better.
Okay, so what do we want? Burst damage, sucks in and taunts enemies. Let's go with Vaporize. Extra damage. Yeah, so unlocking a skill is expensive. Upgrading a skill, not so expensive. I like that. So let's see. Mind, Mass Charge Regeneration, increased attack speed.
Well, let's look at the healing orbs.
That's not a bad one.
Focus or...
Effervescence. So this one just does damage to people. This one makes it so it restores focus near nearby allies, which would be useful. Mass Charge Point. Okay, price. Damage enemies. This might also not be a bad move.
Oh, right. Sorrel's Ward. Reduces incoming damage and...
Yeah, let's pick this one up.
Okay.
Because the other one is like Tidal Wall, which ain't bad either, but this one reduces the amount of damage he takes. Which is probably better. Let's see. Nearby allies take less damage, or... I'm probably going to do Penance. Reduces skill cooldown and takes lesser damage. I think that makes it so he takes less damage, whereas the other one would just make it so the allies would. And considering Kalden will not stop dying on me, seems like a good idea. Okay, and pulse size, max charge cost.
Now, I noticed that they have different symbols above their heads. Yours is like the mountain, his is a hand holding the moon, and hers is some kind of mace.
It's probably a faction.
Their faction.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. I think I'm gonna boost Effervescence here. Yeah, so like I said earlier, she's a permanent party member. We get her more or less
just
forever.
Temporarily out of the party.
Back. Oh, see, increases fire wave radius and enemies receive a fire tag. We're picking that up. Let's see. I'll get her Cauterize. Restores health to all allies within range. That seems useful. What else is there? I'll pick that up. Okay. So now that we've actually leveled up our characters just slightly.
The ruins proper.
None of these ruins are proper. Haven't been in millennia.
Glowy crystals.
Hold on.
What are they doing?
Blocking our way, that's what. Are you ready?
When you are.
They have a box.
Battle! Squirrels!
It's just... Was that anything good? It just looked like a squirrel ran around a little bit haphazardly and may have only hit them once or twice.
It hit him 3 times.
Really? And Kalden's still not doing well.
Yeah.
God.
Kalden kind of sucks.
And I call myself the healer. Thanks.
I don't know. I think once
And
we
I
get
call
other...
myself the healer.
It seems like they were guarding this.
Cicero.
Do you remember the Fae in Raz's office?
Cicero.
The way they were guarding it reminds me of those in the class.
Cicero!
What?
Put it down.
Let him...
Down. Step away. Don't follow me.
What just happened?
I'm not quite sure.
Do you think that's Amadea?
She was wearing the Dieci's colors. Muted, but definitely still the Dieci's.
Lead on, then.
Oh, it's Amadea in... Oh, so it wasn't...
Tides. This place is enormous.
Thankfully, the path is straight. Imagine how much work we'd have to do if it weren't.
I don't think it was either of his brother's companions.
No. She was the one that was really upset about leaving him. He's
Okay.
like, go your own way.
Okay, then.
Because remember how I was like, ooh, one of them's named Amadea. It's like Amadeus at the very beginning, remember?
Right.
But then I must have confused them because I thought for sure that it was the little girl with the white hair. But no, I suppose Amadea is actually the redhead?
Me than them. I'm taking too much.
So, I'm gonna be honest with everybody watching this right now. I actually set this game on easy.
And it is still pummeling you.
Need help.
We are in trouble, yes. So what I'm gonna do...
Is get around and heal him
Yep.
while they're putting their attacks in odd directions.
Luckily, these guys
A
are
welcome
incredibly
sight you
cheesable.
are.
Squirrel! Actually, the squirrel does a decent amount of damage, comparatively. I don't know what that move does.
That hurt.
I thought it was supposed to taunt.
How do
should
you
look
think she's dealt with all these Fae?
She's quick on her feet. I suspect she mostly runs.
And she's mighty fine at it, too.
Okay,
Ooh.
speaking of...
Is that a mask?
Raw Masquerine found.
A raw one.
Yeah, so eventually, hopefully, we get to pick these up. I wonder if that's why we suck. We haven't gotten our upgraded masks yet. But yeah, I actually set this game on easy mode because the battles were becoming progressively more...
Calden would always die.
Yeah, Calden would
and-
keep dying, and I was just like, this is starting to get stupid, so I turned it on easy. Calden keeps dying!
Tides. The mists are thick here, too.
With all the Fae, it's not surprising, is it?
Is that her?
Let's find out.
No, she's fighting. You can hear.
I heard swishy swish.
Yeah.
Maybe that wasn't such a good idea. Watch your flanks!
Well, time for Calden to die a bunch. Squirrel! 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 There we go. Yeah, the problem with the squirrel is a long cooldown.
Hey, it means it's a good attack, right? Oh no, get out of there.
I made a mistake. I'm made of mistakes here. There should be probably a dodge key in this game.
Hey, did you
Ish.
take out one of its arms, or did it never have an arm on one
I
side?
don't know.
Better me than them.
Don't know.
This is too much.
Oh, Calden.
God, he is so killable.
Well, in part because he didn't know to get out of the way.
Yeah, he doesn't have the AI to avoid AoE, which is bad.
It's not even just area of effect, it's knowing when he's going to be smashing his,
Alright,
You have my thanks.
I'm gonna switch back to
Club-like hand down
Pavasier. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna run away. Squirrel! Squirrel! There we go.
You need to aim in the right direction for a squirrel to know
Actually,
where to go.
it's a homing squirrel.
It is a homing squirrel.
Yes. Much to my general pleasure, actually.
Tides, I need help.
Good God, man. Could you be any more killable? I don't think he could be.
Oh no! And he didn't get out of the way of that
Sorry.
one.
Okay, we run. But no!
Yo.
Don't attack the giant creature thing.
That little guy is ready to die behind you.
I'm aware, but I want to get to Calden if I can.
Before he smacks you senseless. Oh,
Yep.
it's
A
okay.
welcome sight you are.
There we go. I had just enough focus for that.
I like how they put you at over 50% health
Yeah.
when you revive him, though.
Yeah, that's helpful. Unfortunately, his focus sucks, or maybe he's just taken a bunch of damage lately. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, you were kind of like bad-mouthing the squirrel, asking if it did anything. The benefit to the squirrel is the squirrel is ranged and homing.
Well, part of it is I haven't seen an enemy take the squirrel head on, and oh,
Can't keep this up.
It's like a little bit of damage.
it actually finished it off, I think.
Why are you following me?
Razatov Azrith. We know he's been coming here with you. We want to know why.
And if I tell you, will you leave me alone?
Depends if we need more details.
He and I were working out of one of the rooms, deeper in.
Can you take us to it?
Something's made the Kilgin in the area aggressive, and their behavior has put the artifacts of these runes in danger.
What, are you some kind of curator? I'm sorry. We'll take care of the Kilgan, and you lead us to his work.
And then will we be done with one another?
If you wish.
Let's go.
Can't promise that. Just say, Razatov's been captured, and this is his brother. We're trying to find him.
Okay.
Then she'd be like, oh no. Okay, so Amadea Invidious the First. So she's a Cesario. It is clear from the way she moves. Nimble, alacritus. Is that how you pronounce it?
It's alacrity, so...
Alacritus. Okay. Agile, and it surprises me considering she is from the DHE. I hold nothing against the Opal Guild, of course, but all in the city know that they are the least proficient in this fissia. I'd have to expected her to be a dirge at least, or perhaps a practitioner of the Visiva. When we eventually catch up to her, I might be interested in asking her about her training. Another fact that surprises me is her ethnicity. Often those of the DHE are of runic descent, but the girl has hair the color of fire and freckled skin. Of course, having someone that is not ethnically runic as part of the Opal Guild is not unheard of, but it is nonetheless surprising. A mere minute spent with her has left me with more questions and no answers. I'd best resume the search. Amadea Invidious 2. Wait, so there's
Yeah,
2?
so there's 12. There's 12 entries for every character.
Oh, interesting.
So Vasco Testatori is probably another character that we get too. Because Tiziana de Felici was
Has
our
4.
fire.
Wait, well, we haven't read any of hers. Why do we need to read these?
Oh yeah, it's a good point. I just saw that it popped up.
So
And it was
he's
relevant.
just saying that her interest is rather peculiar, blah.
This pit's
blah.
pretty.
Let me guess. The light comes from some ancient Dementicate technology that you've been studying.
No, that's just glowing moss.
Oh.
I feel bad for Calden. On one hand, he sucks in so many words. And on the other hand, everybody shits on him always.
It's probably they think he's out of his depth. Sorry.
Bad joke.
A fish out of water.
Worst joke.
I know. I'm surprised they haven't pulled that yet.
Cube you took from us. What is it?
I don't know.
Come now.
All I know is that it doesn't belong in your hands.
That's a harsh way to put it.
It doesn't belong in any of our hands. Just look at how the Fae guard it.
A curious behavior that was.
They're selective about what they protect. From my observations, they tend to be defensive about things that might have had some significance to the Dementicate. Weapons, statues, things like that.
You know a lot about that, don't you? Never mind then.
Whee! Oh, for a second I thought by holding control my character, like, changed directions. It's interesting, he actually... I guess.
The first room is straight up ahead.
Which means we go this way. Which might be what she means.
Get behind me!
Probably did. Squirrel!
You probably.
Squirrel!
There we go.
Running.
It doesn't seem to do as much damage to these guys.
Yeah, for all of the damage these guys do to me.
Assistance, please!
She
Wow!
got pummeled.
She got wrecked. Then again, it's probably because she hasn't picked up any of her skills yet.
So she's been able to navigate these ruins on her own for ages.
By running away.
But by running away, so she's not.
Yeah, so my my like whirlwind move is probably my strongest, followed by my single strike. Here, let me check. I bet, yep.
Is she available yet?
Yes, not only is she available, but go freaking figure, she's never been leveled up. So she's got quick strike, pierces enemy, activates elemental tags, interrupting the target, putting an earth tag on it. So I might as well put one into Cicero. Cesario, my bad. Because it's a passive. Focus regeneration, maximum focus. Let's do focus regeneration.
So that's just speed.
Yeah. Let's see. So what do we have? Burrow. Illusion, which generates high threat before burrowing
Let's
underground.
keep going down. I want to see what the other ones are.
Let's see. Clears all threat. I just want to see what they say. Series of successful attacks as the caster charges forward, dealing damage to all enemies in her path. Sharp piece of flint that pierces through multiple enemies, and movement.
I like the idea of the ranged attack too, but
Yeah.
or the charge. But
This one might not be bad.
boosting,
Yeah,
yeah.
whenever she takes damage from her auto attack, she gains focus. Skill can also be cast on allies. Synergism. Yeah. So this is a attack and movement speed buff that I can eventually get it so she can cast it on allies and gain the same effect at the same time.
nice.
And we've got space for 2, so if we learn this one, well, what's the one she has? Dirt, interrupts, and just quick strike. Okay. Yeah, so I'll start just by learning this one. Do we want... I'm leaning towards Fissure. It seems better.
Okay.
Let me just see. Trail of Fire Earth that deals damage to enemies. Charge distance. Can cast it twice.
Stunning.
Yeah, this seems to just knock enemies back and
Okay.
stuff.
I think Fissure is a better option.
Okay. And I'm probably gonna... Okay, whenever an enemy takes damage from her auto attack, she gains focus or increases the effect of the boost. So this...
Will that increase the boost for everyone else too?
Yeah. I'll go with this. And just focus on getting it so she can buff everybody else. And let's do Molten Wake on that one. Okay, now she might not suck as much. Everybody is probably going to die left and right.
Oh look,
Because this game
her
is
staff
mean.
started to be on fire.
Is this... Nope, that's no one.
See?
Oh yeah, it is.
That's because you put the molten...
I feel like I'm not supposed to be exploring right now. But this is like the first large area in the entire game. Also feels like the scout we're supposed to be looking for.
Oh yeah. Hey, there's a Masquerine.
Well, I have no regrets for doing all of this exploration now.
Let's do this!
Okay. Let's just leave. I guess that move actually doesn't do like a
Does
small
very
amount of
little
damage.
Yeah.
It doesn't do that much sustained. But it's not terrible.
Yeah, I
okay.
liked her molten move.
Yeah, no, it's cool.
So, you said you've been working beside him. Did he ever come to any breakthroughs?
There was one day a few weeks ago that he was going on about how he'd found it.
Found it?
Though I can't begin to tell you just what it is.
I see. Please, Amadea, are there any more rooms that we have to clear out? I'm quite itching to see what he's come up with.
This is the last of them. The room's just a ways over there.
Oh, interesting. I did this backwards. This was the last room.
Unless... What was the second to last thing, or... It wouldn't lead you astray, would it?
Probably not too much here. I wanted to quickly make sure her AI... I'll let her cast it on herself for the time being. Okay, I just want to make sure she's using her moves. This is probably another one that we clear out. Squirrel! Oh, the squirrel interrupts. Maybe that's kind of one of the benefits. Dunno.
I just
But
thought
yeah-
it was a funny animation.
Yeah, the swirly is much better if I've got two enemies to hit at the same time. I also don't mind using it to get through enemies, because it hurts them.
Can you at least tell us what Razatov has been working on?
He believes that the cleaver contains clues that'll lead him to some treasure or something.
You don't sound very confident.
You don't know the half of it.
What do you mean?
I'd never seen anyone more unstable.
Razatov?
He's one of the most grounded people I know.
He kept muttering to himself about nonsense and this search of his for some artifacts.
We should keep moving.
Those almost look like crypts or something.
Yeah, well, this looks like an armory. You know, see all the weapon stands and stuff? So this probably used to be weapon racks for the Dimenticate. You know, maybe a guard room or something. Neat statue in the center, though. We've done everything backwards. I'm okay with this. Ish.
Watch your flanks!
Alright.
Oh, the two little guys. Watch out. Oh, hey, that one has a laser.
Which one?
That.
This one?
No, the one up there.
Oh, that one? Oh, yeah, like a big, weird laser hand thing? Oh, yeah, you're right. It does have that.
Arm cannon.
I'm noticing now that we've got her in the party, we're not sucking as much.
There.
Let me try to understand this. You spend your days in these song-forsaken ruins tending to artifacts that nobody cares about?
There are truths in this world that we have yet to even glimpse. Truths that, if you knew anything about the Dimenticate, you would know they were familiar with. There's much to be learned from studying the past.
Like how to lead a civilization to extinction?
Let's keep going, shall we?
What are those up there? Are they just more statues?
Yeah.
Or sarcophagi?
Probably not sarcophagi, just because. You know, you generally wouldn't want to store your corpses vertically. Just one push and suddenly Great Grandpa is spilled all over the floor. It's a huge mess. Very gross. Ew.
People have actually done that with urns.
I know.
I find that sad.
I know, it is sad, but also, what? Seal it. Keep it in a baggie inside said
I think
urn.
I had read some...
Yep, called it.
One minute. I think I've read some story where, like, a cat tipped an urn and then proceeded to use the ashes as litter.
Yep, I've heard of that before, and it's gross, and I would never... Ugh.
He's gone.
This must have been the scout the Cacciatore mentioned.
Wait. Something's not right. His face. It's frozen.
This wasn't done by the Kilgan.
A water brand, then?
No!
Mask runners.
Damn it.